Hello and welcome. It's time for just a bit of Genshin Impact here. So let's get things going. Waiting for everything to load so that way chat and everything works. Hopefully. We'll see if that actually happens. Chat is not the most reliable thing ever. Now we're at +1 on our exposure. Oh! Alright, there we go. Everything seems to be loaded. Oh god, hit the mic. Alright, bring it down here. Alright, what are we at for resin? We're at 130. Ow! 9. Apparently I got bit by something. Maybe I paint or glue on me? I don't know. Alright, but we have expedition rewards. Let's grab those. So the goal is to finish up 4.3 story. 2 hours. Okay. We're gonna also get do all of our weekly stuff because we're only at 5,400, which is not good. I mean, we need to do boss opponents. We need to spend Mora. We need to complete, well, a domain challenge. We need to cook 20 dishes. Hey, Hugh, how's it going, man? Let's go ahead and get our weekly stuff going for us. You know, we're gonna cook a bunch of eggs, like 20 of them, or however many that is, 25. I do indeed. How have you been? Ow. Alright, we need to take on some bosses. But we'll do that if we go to our teapot. Did you pull for anyone on this banner? Or are you waiting? You know, I didn't check my internet before this. Hopefully it's actually good. 540. Did I buy stuff from the depot? I did. Bought the 2 things that matter. Beautiful.
If you ever have any...
Chevreuse. Alright, let's go back to Mondstadt. We're going to go just to the most grief here. And we're going to go into our spire. The Abyss. You've left the current stranded teapot and will return to your homeworld. Yes, I'm aware. Thank you. I know I'm producing way too much power. Thank you. Yes, actually, continue. That's exactly where I want to be. Even easier. So am I. I'm aiming for C1 and his weapon, if I get lucky. I probably should have done this with a pyro team, shouldn't I? No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, actually, we're gonna redo this with a pyro team. Because there's no reason for him to survive that long. On the other side. Yeah, no one cares. Alright, leave for now. Abandoned challenge. All right, so I want, let's see. You know what? We'll do we'll do this for the team. And then for this side, we'll do Hyper Bloom. Actually, no, we'll do. That's cool. Don't do what I tell you to do. You're gonna pull C1 for Hugh Tao? I mean, not a bad idea at all. You know what? Here. Where's my other girl? Where is she? Ah, there she is. I still need to max out Jean Yun. Just because she can be fun. I still don't think I'll ever really pull for Hugh Tao. Just not my style. I don't really know how to use the team I'm about to use either, but that's okay.
With wind and cloud.
Yeah, but she also, I don't know. I like the AOE that Nouvelette offers. On to the other side. Maybe I should have put Raiden on that team. Oh well. Could have done national team.
Skyward! Oh, there is no settle down.
Like, Nuvola is just an absolute boss. A BAWS. Like a boss. Increased damage dealt. Yeah, sure. To weak points, why not? Is that so? I was not aware of that.
Everybody stand! Stop! Not a
Ow.
time to resist!
Right hand into the fire. You're toast.
Into the wind. Justice will prevent.
Will justice prevail, or will everyone die?
Fallen
Let's be
leaves.
honest.
Adorn my night. One with nature.
How did you survive that long? You're not supposed to survive like that.
Drop your weapons. Wind strike.
There we go. That's how that's supposed to go. So the goal for today is to finish 4.3. Makes I happy finally, because I've neglected to do it.
Illusion shattered.
Ow.
Scatter. Now
Wrong one!
make way for
Exactly, which is why what we're waiting for. That way I don't have to use Zhongli anymore. This is unnecessary, but it's fun. Challenge completed. Your Lisa's holding your artifacts. Do you have any Vlad at all currently? Character attack plus 20%. That's what we need. Alright, this thing should die instantly.
teamwork is dreamwork.
Eat this. Boba, get them.
Into the wind. Hands where I can see 'em.
Yeah, that went better. Do you not have Nuvola at all if she's holding his artifacts? I thought you did.
I'm going in. Final warning.
You're toast.
You asked for it. The wind knows me.
This works so much better. Well, how many primas do you have saved up so far? Let's see, 12, 13. Okay, yeah, I've got enough to guarantee a 5-star. That's it. First string off. Yes, thank you for the same notification. 300 times phone. I really need to put a delay on that notification.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Stop right there. Justice will
Nice and spicy. Hey, yeah.
11 pulls? Whoa, that's not a whole lot there. On to the other side. I don't know when I'm going to hit. I have not been keeping count. Whoops, maybe I should have. Well, that's not too bad then. Are you at guarantee? How many bosses do we have so far? 5 more times.
Off we go. Everybody stand back. Drop your weapons. Hands where I can see.
Right hand into the fire. Eat this.
Into the wind.
Then you should be good to go. That's not too bad. Because even if, you know, he comes late at like 80 pulls, that's still, you can still get that within the 2-week window. Do you pay for the Welkin's Blessing?
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's stop right there. You asked for it.
Nice and spicy.
No?
You're
Oh.
toast.
Well, we should change that.
The wind knows me.
There we are. That is that and the battle pass, the only 2 things I pay for. I don't pay for primos or anything like that unless someone donates me to do so. Then I put the money towards it if they request.
Everybody stand back. Final warning.
This works pretty well, actually.
Boba, get them. Hey, yeah.
Into the wind.
We're just doing this to kill 10 bosses quickly and easily and not have to worry about any of them respawning. I probably could have come up with a better team for this, but this worked pretty well, actually.
You asked for it. Sacrifice pants into the fire. You're toast.
It's done. We only have, what, 3 more left, I think? 1 more. Oh, man. Oh, I need to retry. That's not the character. I need to build up my Chevreuse more. No, I can't view her. She's okay. But I really need to farm a lot more.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Stop right there.
Hands where I can nice and spicy. That's right. And done. We can leave now. And then on Monday, we could do this again. The nice thing about that is it covers both domains and bosses. But we still need to spend a bunch more. Oh man, I haven't done any ley lines. Well, I guess I can do that. Do that today and tomorrow. Do all 10 of them today. I need to take a look at my coaching and rebuild her again. She was better than what she is now. Sucrose. This is my guilty pleasure team right here.
Everybody stand back.
Into the wind.
Let's light it up.
Okay, you don't count.
Fine.
The wind knows.
I'm going in.
67% crit damage. I wonder what mine's at. I mean, she's not built up at all right now. 65,178. Not too bad for whatever she has. Wolfang. Okay, that would explain that. Because people said that like that was the best sword for her. Now. And then Thundering Fury. So she's built for that. Crit damage. She is built for Aggravate, it seems. I never remember what I have her built as. I guess. Well, the Prey. What? Mega strong? Oh. Well, in that case. Oh. Well, I'm to Mega strong, huh? You lied to me.
Into the wind.
Level 1. Mine's level 20 or whatever. Just enough to get the free wish off of her. Yeah, we're gonna swap to this team, but we're gonna, instead of Jean Yun, put Kuching in.
Let's finish this quickly.
Why do they never miss? Everybody.
Right? That's a good question. Ow.
The wind knows.
Incoming.
Cut to the chase.
Everyone hold hands.
Teamwork is strength.
Into the wind.
Hey,
It actually worked pretty well. Kuching was my initial main character that I used, so she has a special place in my heart. I mean, that makes sense. It's always good to have the pack mule, you know? Oh man, Furina is so good. I'd love to have like a C6, but that is so unnecessary. Ugh. I actually use my Traveler quite a bit when I have to utilize the double Dendro team. Because she's my second best Dendro character. Besides, obviously... No, oh, hi. How have I missed you all this time? Go away. No, I have to climb. Son of a... Why is everything climbing? That's going to take quite a bit. I have not really pulled from any weapons. I think the only character whose weapon I have, besides accidentally finding Zhao's, I think, is Nahida's.
Let's light it up.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves adorn my
Don't blink. Huh? Going in.
Hey,
Oh, it's done. That didn't last long. Very well. The first free player. Are you sure about that? I feel like someone's probably already done that. Because you know someone was saving up for her. There's always that one person. Oh, where the... Hate trying to find... Oh, it's that one. Ugh, okay. Like, there's always that one crazy person, like the day that someone comes out, they get them C6 or 5. If not, I would be absolutely flabbergasted. That didn't work the way I planned. Where are they at for their savings so far? Hate this location so much. Like, anytime I have to climb somewhere to get to a ley line. That's you. I don't think I have enough stamina for this. Crap. Like, why can't we just have unlimited stamina, guys? Come on. Mount Zhonlin. You see this, right? Where's my foods? Where's my stamina foods? Where's one that gives me stamina? So dumb. Every time. Ah.
I see everything.
into the wind.
Nowhere to hide.
Who's left? Just you? Yeah.
Hey,
One with nature.
incoming. Hey. With sword comes shadow.
When the character comes out, I have... End up... Oh, how are you not dead yet?
Everyone hold hands.
So you're way up there.
Into the wind.
Rude. But how do you know if you like their playstyle if they haven't come out yet? I don't know. I will have to say, I do like Jean Yoon. I was undecided on her, but then I decided, you know, we'll have some fun. We'll pull for her. Why not? And I do enjoy her. I already know where the other one's going to be. It's right there. Yep. Those two are always the same. I'm waiting for paint to dry, so streaming is the perfect thing to do, right? Worked out a bit, did laundry. Still need to put... Well, when I say laundry, I wash my bedding. So I need to put the bedding back on. Fair enough. Do the trials. I feel like the trials are not a good representation of the characters most of the time.
Everybody stand back. Let's light it.
One with nature.
Hey,
The wind knows me.
don't blink.
There we go. Nope. I need to do more amount of shoes today, apparently. Let's come down here. Do this one. Brunk, brunk. I'm waiting to hear back from my trash person for if they will pick up a couch if I put it out by the side of the road. I'm not sure if they will. If they will, then I'm just going to do that instead of taking it to the dump. Because really, my couch is very heavy.
I see everything.
Let's light it up. I'm going in.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds up.
Get to the chase.
No. Oh, that was easy. Okay, this team actually works far better than I expected it to. Ew. I wonder when her rerun will be, because I imagine it shouldn't be that far away, honestly. Now, since we're here, let's do this. And we're actually going to use this team here.
Weather's not bad today.
I mean, it's just a matter of when her rerun will be. Arlecino, the Knave. I don't know if I'll pull for the Knave. A lot of people are thinking that Arlecino will be out with 5.0, probably. But we'll see if that's the case. Wrong person.
One with nature.
Everybody stand back.
Incoming. Huh? Yeah. Everyone hold hands.
Let's light it up.
The wind knows me.
Huh? I see everything.
Okay, so no, this team does not work all that well for this.
Everyone hold hands. Sharing my knowledge.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Speed of light. With sword comes
Oh no, I should have gotten you in Hutao. Okay, that worked far better against them, just not the big boy. We're gonna try it again. Let's see how we do. You know, I wanted to like Ganyu, I really did. Just wasn't my thing. Yeah. What is with these lately? I've not gotten a good artifact in like 2 weeks. Also, massively overblown. Let's fix that. There we go.
Hey,
Everybody stand back.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
don't blink. Huh? Make yourselves at home. Yeah.
Let's light it up.
Incoming. I see everything.
Like, I really thought I would like Ganyu, and then I tried her out on a friend's account, and just did not do it for me.
To the chase. Speed of light. Hey.
Hey,
Into the wind.
Let's light it up.
That's right, swirl. Oh yeah, that's right. I have C6 Benny now. That does not work with coaching. Whoops. It's fine. Go with it. The one character that he doesn't work with, like, there's two or three characters he doesn't work with. Coaching is one of them. well, it's fine. Because I get the fire enchant with C6 Benny. Which may actually work well for this team now that I think about it, but
Falling leaves. Adorn my night. The wind knows me.
incoming. Nowhere to hide. Committed to memory. Speed of light. Hey, the Temple of Wisdom.
I'm going in.
Into the wind.
Incoming. Hey. With sword comes shadow.
and they're dead. Okay, it's working a lot better now. It was just a little off initially. However, one quality of life that I absolutely love and cannot get enough of is that they finally put you at the start. Oh, wow, that was way too close. Just hit the mic. Whoops. Garbage. They put you at the start of right of the domains. Like, boom, you're right here. You walk forward 3 feet, you press F, and you are good to go, baby. That's how it should be.
Teamwork is true.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds.
Oh, that's not what's supposed to happen.
My knowledge. Everyone hop in. Speed of light.
Cut to the chase.
Chase has been cut to.
Hey,
Into the wind.
Don't blink. Everybody stand back.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my
everyone hop in.
wind strider.
No. Well, we wasted that a bit. The only downside to using Kazu's ultimate is I cannot see through it to save my life. Like, at all. Just realized I'm not... Ooh, crit rate. Garbage, okay. Leave domain. I, don't think I've finished all of the trounce domains, have I? Welcome back. We got 2 Hutals now. Can we get a third? I don't know. I have not. I need to do that. Change your profile? How many do you have? I wonder how well this will work against her. Well, we need like 3. Imagine a team of just 4 Hutals. Why not? This is probably gonna go terribly.
Strike dead.
Make yourselves at home.
With sword comes shadow.
Let's play trailer.
I'm going in.
Wind strider.
Incoming. Sweep the lands.
Speed of light.
Inferior.
How are you not stunned from that?
Everyone hop in.
Excuse you.
Let's light it up.
One with wind and cloud.
Yeah, this isn't going as terribly as I expected it to.
Sword. Don't worry.
Yeah.
One with nature.
Is eternal.
Temple of wisdom.
Nowhere to hide.
Grow, grow, grow.
Let's light it up.
The wind knows me.
Just gonna keep swapping profiles.
Let's play trailer.
I mean, whoever goes your float. No arguments here. Aw. Calamity has been witnessed. Attack the Flowers of Remembrance with Electro. Get over here. Burn. Oh, it burns. Actually, how are you not on fire? Hold up.
Everybody stand back. To the chase. Eternity is in my
Make yourselves
hands.
at home.
But was it? Are you sure? How do you have the memories of multiple Hutals? What if they're different dimensions? That's the real question.
Light it up. One step back. Teamwork is dreamwork.
And she's dead. You know, I'm impressed. The Burning team actually did really well. Not as good as, like, my Nouvelette team, mind you, but still pretty good. That's the wrong way. I feel like it's multiple dimensions and you know, I'm talking to like 17 different people at once. All right, Jewelry Workshop. This should actually go pretty well. Alternate personalities, realities. I really wish I was good at painting like models because I've got a couple of awesome Pokemon models I printed out, like a Charizard, a Dragonite, a Mewtwo that's currently in my bathroom because I still need to finish it. We've got a Blastoise that I need to print out. I really want to like make them and paint them, but I'm terrible at painting. I also have a couple of Lego models I want to build on stream. Maybe I'll do that next week. Before me, worm. Oh, I'm a worm. Just spelled with a Y and not an O. Oh? Are you happy with how with how it turned out? Oh, good. I can draw moderately decently, but it's damn. It's painting them just absolutely terrible at. I'm sorry, what was that about your endless cycle, sir? Man, that's pretty impressive. I should probably test my hand at drawing some Genshin characters, see how I do. Oh? You think you can dominate me? Have at you, boy. I'll show you domination. Did we hit him with it? I don't think we did. There. No, actually, you're going to burn. With burn damage. Ow. Here, take that to the foot. I don't want to kneel. My knees hurt, boy. I don't want to kneel. That hurts too much. I'm old. Have you not met me? Way too old for this. No kneeling happens here. Well, get back over here, sir. I did not permit you. Did not give you the permission to do that. I can agree with that sentiment, actually. No, she's gonna die. We're all gonna die. Here, take that. Dang it. Okay.
One with nature.
Let's light it up. Yeah.
Commit to memory.
Okay, I should probably quit messing around and kill these things, because otherwise they will kill me. We just booped him in the face. Teleport! Everyone is holding hands, don't you worry.
Everybody stand back.
Clouds high. The birds.
Don't blink. Hit with sword comes shadow.
I'm sorry, how much damage did you just do, sweetheart? That was a big number. I think I saw her do 38,000 damage. That is unusual for Kuching. Use the original resin. Yes, we need to use you because you only have 2 days. All right, use one. And now who we're going to take on? We are going to trounce the domain of... Oh, well, actually, this is a pretty good team for APEP. Really hate APEP so much. And then we'll fight the narwhal after this. But we'll do that through the story. I was hoping Sai would be here, though. I'm sad.
I see everything.
Into the wind.
Speed of light.
Can I friend you? I should be able to. Just drop your UID.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Don't blink.
Just wait for the little.
One with nature.
Yeah, I feel like you were doing more damage previously, but that's fine.
Share my knowledge.
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide.
That's right, nowhere. Nowhere at all. Alright, that one's down. Ooh. Well, that makes it difficult. Defeat monsters. You know, there's a reason I cannot play this game on my phone, and it's because everything I do is chaotic in this game. Also, I feel like the music is way too loud. We're gonna bring that down here. There. Deadlier monsters incoming. Oh no! Not deadlier monsters! Oh, you're still alive? That's not cool. That's not how that's supposed to work. All right, now we have to actually be careful. So with my Nouvelette team, I can actually kill this thing before the Bubbles reincarnation kill me, which is kind of nice. That's not going to happen with the fire team. Enter the shield of Hymn's revival, whatever. Though we did pretty decent damage. Let me get inside that though. Come here, bud. You and me. Ow. Why are you hurting me so much? That's rude. I don't remember giving you permission to hurt me that much, sir. Alright. We used your resin. I think I did all the farming necessary for Nouvelette's weapon to be able to get it to 90 when it comes in. Ley lines. Yes, that's right. That's what we were doing. I got distracted. All right, where are the ley lines? Oh, that's not where I need to be. Hopefully I got enough for it to 90 it. We'll see. I didn't actually pay that close attention. I just did the domain like 30 times, which should be enough. With condensed resins. Yeah, this team is chaotic. There's no way I could do this on my phone. No way. You're not going to get his weapon? So my goal is C1 and his weapon, because I've got him at C0. So, and, you know, if we look at the shop here. Yes, yes. In a few days, we will have, in 2 days, we'll be able to buy 5 more. But with Primos, I've got 75 wishes alone right there. And then I've already got 10 wishes, right? Yeah, so I've got 85 wishes. Plus the 5 that we get in 2 days. I'm overblown again. This is getting kind of annoying. So we're just gonna be doing a bunch of pulls and see what we get. Who else is on his banner? Oh, Kazu. So, yeah, I don't know if I really want Kazu's weapon, but you know, if I get it. We are taking a lot of damage. Hey, I was supposed to do that to you, not the opposite way around. I forgot how much I enjoy using Kuching. She's just wonderful. Get 5-2. I need... what am I at? I don't believe... I don't know what my pity's at. Hold up. Okay, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 29 pity. Didn't realize I was that high. Huh. So I've got a 5-star, but I'm not at guarantee. So we'll have to see how things play out. If we get lucky and we get him at C1 and we win the coin flip, then we start pulling for the weapon. Yeah, I'm on the coin flip, sadly. I'm trying to decide if I should actually let my hair grow out or not. Also, we're about to die. Yeah, see, I looked at it this way. I would either build pity or get to guarantee with my last pulse, I guess. Ow.
Never miss. Teamwork is strength.
One with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
I'll be fine. Nowhere to hide. Everyone hold hands.
How are you still alive? I did not permit you to still be alive. Let's check. Rude.
I'm going in.
Clouds high.
I don't like that you survived that long. That was rude. I should have known that was down at Kasaki Village. I've noticed that they pair up in the same areas each time. It's getting very cold. It is 62 degrees in my house. I'm kind of not okay with this, even though it's hot outside. Here, give me this.
Time to go.
Let's light it up.
The wind knows me.
Speed of light. Hey, into the chase.
I see everything. Make yourselves at home.
Everybody stand back.
Off we go. Into the wind.
Let's light it up.
Incoming.
I don't know what happened there. We just got so much damage all at once. All right, anyway. Ah, yes. I'm curious. Did they fix this yet? I don't need any of that garbage. They did not. Well, actually, no. But I'm going to do that through my phone instead later because you get points through Google. Oh, yeah, I need to do the Great Phase Reaction Debate. I guess I could do this one. Oh, my finger hurts. Also, my paint is definitely dry. It's only been 43 minutes, but it's hot out. You gotta flip the boards over, paint the other side. All right, what are we doing? Phase Force, Unleash Shockwave. Additionally, all your party members will gain 300. Well, I guess we're using these two. I have no idea how to use them. That's fine. I know how to use I'll Hate Them. He's just Dendro Kuching, but...
Emerge. Right here. Emerge. A sight to behold.
I don't like this whole thing. It's so dumb.
Right now. Emerge. Show them.
Oh yeah, that's why I didn't like about I'll Hate Them. That's right.
Right now.
He takes far longer to recover his skills. Was it? Are you sure it was?
Come on out. Right now. Emerge. Show them.
Alright, so now we can just kind of wait for the rest of it, and it's fine. It's okay, I didn't hit 2 or anything. It is easy, but still. Boop. But like, so many people really like I'll Hate Them because, you know, Dendro Kuching, but the fact that he has such a long cooldown just makes him so much worse. Like, look at that, 10 seconds.
Nothing lasts forever.
Alright, well that was easy. Billy's in cooldown. And you can reduce her cooldown with Thundering Fury, which makes her mo better. Reward preview, let's grab all those. Just because we've got a... Well, that's good enough. Leave, yeah, I'm good. I'll do the rest as my daily stuff for the next couple of days. Yeah, because I believe even that puts us at all 4, right? No, 2. Good enough. All right, so let's come up here to 4.3, the Opera of Noircourt and Blancheur. Can I just teleport straight to the fountain? I've never tried. Kind of. Oh, I really thought I was going to have more of those. I need to get that up to level 50. Maybe I can convince Sai to collect chests once I do this. He did say a while back that he would collect all of them once I completed the story for it, so maybe. All right, let's enter the Opera House. You ready for story time? And this is why I'm more hands off, but we are going to turn off the AC in this room because I'm freezing. Boop. Thank you. The Opera Epiclese. Finally, yeah.
You.
Now we get to watch this again. That's fine.
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
I have not.
You are not Farina. Who are you?
The sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure
Oh,
sign
so
that my
marvelous.
attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
No, it is not.
Focalor. Why did you deceive us?
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heavenly principles?
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone
was.
doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria for the uninitiated. It hardly gets more disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe, now does it? She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass. And as one of the 7, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril. So yes, as you have no doubt
Understatement.
surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum. I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at the same time. I'm a genius, I know.
Yes,
I
you
can
are.
only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one
Have a good one,
dreamed
Utah.
of.
Appreciate you being here.
Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite
gonna do
a
commissions?
colossal
Enjoy?
mess to clean up. But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
This
So
will
you
bother
were
me
also
is
once
Oceanid,
one
not
of the
Oceanid.
Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my
Well, I appreciate
eyes,
that.
to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being. The me you see before you now is that divinity.
Is it
And
now?
the human counterpart
Are you
I
sure?
left behind, I named Farina. She could feel
Okay,
joy,
4 point. Oh, yeah,
sorrow,
okay.
and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she wished. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be. Anyway, so then I cursed her. All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon alone, weeping on her throne. In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy. Under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady,
I should have just used scissors.
to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass. I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human.
Why do I try to throw things away?
Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense,
We'll just go ahead and turn that one off
me
too.
in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it. It's been 500 years, and all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Right there. Because otherwise it's about to overheat. I came into contact with Farina's tears. If I remember correctly, with sufficiently strong hydrosensitivity, I can form an emotional connection, just like I did with that Oceanid at the Fountain of Lucine. Wait, could this be Farina's inner world? Farina? What is she doing on stage? Wait a moment. That probably isn't Farina. It's probably her inner self. If I can speak to that self, if I can directly speak to that self, I might be able to easily get what I wanted to know. I came here for answers. Either way, this opportunity is not to be missed. Let me try talking to her. Hi, yes. Yes, Daddy loves you. Don't worry. Oh, come on. You couldn't let me just jump up there? That was way too easy if you did.
Don't blink.
Oh, who permitted you to come onto this stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my august self, but I must ask you to keep to the rules.
Come on, it's me. Farina?
All right. It is not my
Don't look at
intent
me,
to
don't look at me.
reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance.
But I don't see an audience here.
Oh,
Just
do
let the
not
stage lights
mess.
go off, please,
Do not
if only
fret.
for 1 second.
I am Focalor. The
So
eyes of
that
the
way I can
countless
become
Fontanians are upon
myself
me.
again.
I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
Something's off. There's no getting through to her. Even in her heart of hearts, she's still playing the role of the Hydro Archon. What sort of resolve must she have that even in her inner self and subconscious would have such an impenetrable defense? I have to find a way. Turn off all of the spotlights.
Dear audience, the performance is
A cry without echo.
experiencing a
Shackles.
technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough.
It's fine.
This action cannot be performed during combat. How are you not still on fire? Thank you.
Incoming. Hey.
That's right, coaching.
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards?
They're fighting me. Chains. I'm sorry, were you calling for someone? That's all the spotlights turned off. And for Farina's heart, they must have symbolized the eyes of the people on her. Speaking of which, I think I just received some sort of signal. Was that her true voice? A ticket. When did that end up here? You got a golden ticket. I guess I'll watch the show from that seat. Either way, looks like the show is about to begin. In that case, show me how you truly feel, Farina. Scene 1. Before a mirror, Farina. And here I was thinking I was about to just watch this. No, this is interactive. We had to make sure we were centered.
Farina. Farina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you.
Wait a moment. You're mirror me? How can this be?
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that.
Mirror me. What do you wish to say?
The prophecy. Have you heard of it?
What prophecy? Wait. I know. I think. I don't know why, but it's in my head somehow. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Oh, very good. You know it well.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop just as the prophecy declared. There is no escaping it.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer? But if the prophecy will
There we
come
go.
true, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
You truly are the perfect human. My ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
Play as a god?
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed?
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
Okay.
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. I'll try to do this. So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends. But I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
A trial, huh? How exciting. I'll be looking forward to it.
Scene 2. Accession speech. Furina. Alright, let us move forward. As we walk slowly through the opera house. Slowly through time. In case you didn't know where you were supposed to go.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession. but this is my first time facing the people. What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to act natural.
Summon courage.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro-Archon. Indeed, I am Verena de Fontaine, your new Archon.
Appear earnest.
In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice.
Close politely.
Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all. This should do it. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and next.
That's the new Hydro-Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so...
Man, what
honest.
jerks.
What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-back puppet.
Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? This is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy. Right. Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Verena. Think. What do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak and act?
Like a
Assertive,
jerk.
with a strong sense of presence. One who can dispel all doubt. That is the character I'm fated to play. Oh, very good, my people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house. You may consider
Credit where
my
credit's due.
previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Her personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech.
Summon courage, resolutely, with conviction.
My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin.
Appear earnest, or turn up the drama.
The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its god. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, praise and applause. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine.
Close politely or end the speech emphatically.
There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul. So long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I stand before the Oratrice, I shall even judge the gods of this world!
Well then. Whoops and cheers from the audience. Act 3. Scene 3. Opera House. Furina. Oh, we can run. Well, that's convenient.
Lady Furina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Come now. Was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah, which one would that be?
If I may be so impertinent, what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things. How could you hope to understand?
That's true.
Uh-oh.
I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties. The trial I await. It will come one day.
On to the next. Shall we?
Lady Furina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm. All right, Deoteria.
Is that what we're calling it?
How is your son's illness?
Oh, thank you, Key. I appreciate it. How you doing, man?
Remembered me.
We're doing story time.
Family too. He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I.
Which really means we're just watching a movie at this point.
To seek an audience with you and to bring your words back to him.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future,
Hey, Major Wood, how's it going, man?
hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often, while not usual practice, should serve as a fine change of pace.
You're such a gentle and wise God. Thank you once again.
No complaints for me. Just got off. New on my team was so bad I had to. Oof. Let's see. Have I don't think I played Smite before. What do we have for number 3? I know I've heard of it. Let's pull it up here.
Lady Furina, here are the latest hydrological reports.
Ooh, they have a sequel coming soon.
Parameters you asked to take note of. I'm afraid things still don't look good.
Hey, can't argue with free.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how
Oh man, I know I would die so quickly.
Analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
Well, as I
Oh man,
understand it,
we can buy the
Fontaine
ultimate god
Research
pack.
Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Really? Have they found anything?
So have they actually put a release date for
Afraid
Smite
that they
2?
haven't found any effective solution thus far.
Is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm
Oh,
of the
jeez.
gods after all. Still, their spirit is praiseworthy.
130, huh? Like, it looks fun, but I also know I would do terribly. I know my skill level.
Day's finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time.
Oh man, it's not very long at all.
To see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices.
Enter the battleground.
Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be saved. All right, Farina, don't think too hard.
Closed alpha.
You need rest.
Are they inviting like existing players, or how are the invites happening? Scene 4, Opera House, Farina. Oh, really? That long? That's sad.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
I try not to do alphas or betas for the most part. There was one exception, and that was when 30XX came out. It wasn't a free alpha. I bought that the day it came out.
Lady Farina.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've waited so long for this chance to see you in this manner.
Indeed, my dear loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
I mean, I will never argue with free. The fact that Genshin is free just blows my mind.
We're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute.
Spell break.
I
What do I've heard of that.
today. I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about. I just don't know when these days will end.
Oh yeah, that one.
I feel utterly
What happened to that?
exhausted. Best to rest early today too.
Scene 5, Opera House. Oh, that's sad. See, that's one thing I really hate about online multiplayer games, or all of the online gaming in general. Like, servers can just shut down, and that's it. Game's gone. Time, energy, effort, gone. And money. Scene 182,375, Opera House, Farina.
Lady Farina, it's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this.
Oh, she's having to relive everything over and over again.
Receive an audience with you was Madame Dioteria almost 20 generations ago.
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer, a descendant of a line most ardent.
Surely you exaggerate, Lady Farina. My lady?
What is it, good citizen?
Are
Are you?
you crying?
Hmm?
Really now?
I mean, Sai was right. The story for Farina has been excellent.
This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it. Honored indeed.
Like, think about it. One day, Genshin is just going to shut down. All the time, energy, money that people put in will just be gone.
So lonely. Just how much longer? Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps.
Only hundreds? How long do Oceanids live then? Because you figure 20 generations times 18, that's 400 years, so I guess that would fall under hundreds.
My limit. No. Perhaps I reached it long ago.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, but it just kills me that all of that just will disappear. Whereas if I take a physical game that I have access to, it will never disappear. I can still take my copy of Super Mario RPG from 1996, plug it into my Super Nintendo, and still play it. Granted, my save data may not be there because the battery may have died, or like with my old Pokemon games, the battery may have died, but I can replace that battery. Then it works again. It will work for another 20 years.
It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
Does she? I guess she does. Scene 182,376. Opera House. Furina and... But anytime I play a game and I have to log in or go online before I can ever play the game, it immediately gets salty.
Your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
That's my voice. Is this scene from when we were within that giant magic box? This is great. I didn't think that this scene would replay in her inner world. Surely I'll find out what she wanted after this.
My burden. That's impossible.
Thank you for the follow there, Major. I appreciate it.
Right from the start that this would be my
Oh, drop that.
duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes, I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here.
Meaning you are outside the purview of the gods.
In its entirety,
The heavenly
a show
principles.
on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you? If that's the case, she's right. I could confide in her, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected,
How's it going, Cool High?
the people of
Appreciate you being here.
Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, for
And thank you for the follow as well. Always appreciated. Oh no, you should totally be selfish, Furina.
what if it's really all right, Furina?
But what if it's not? And you doomed everyone.
So long. Surely
Let it go on a walk, but I'll leave you tabbed up. I appreciate it.
just this once. Is it
Enjoy the walk.
outrageous thing to do?
This one here would love if we went for a walk sometime soon.
Someone in whom you can confide your frustration.
I'm sure he would love to chase the chickens of the neighborhood. Because there are many.
It could not hurt. If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never.
Father's coming for us all.
Think about it.
Do we have an actual date for Arlecchino?
And hard.
But then we get the brother, Cappuccino. And maybe Espresso as well.
No, I have nothing to say. I am Furina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better. All you need
Almost.
to do,
What are you missing
dear
for?
spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
So close, and yet so far. Four weapons. Oh, to get R5?
Fine.
See, I'm hoping that I can get C1 Neuvlet with his weapon in a couple days. We're at a guaranteed 5-star, but we're not at guarantee.
Doesn't know the truth. You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself. She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth, is it not? How would you build on this foundation to
I
save
don't
the people of
think I'm gonna end up pulling for Arlecchino.
That is the
We'll
most
see.
important thing.
Ah,
Do we know what the moveset will be yet?
Of course,
Or what the kit will look like?
Of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber.
So what type of what will the kit look like? I don't ever look at anything like that.
Am I right?
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it?
Always polearm.
Your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient.
The only polearm user I have is Zhongli that I use, and I don't use him.
It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
I beg your pardon?
I implore you to reconsider.
You have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed.
I mean, I do like the design of Arlecchino.
I think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered. My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice. But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be accumulated to enact this death sentence.
I don't know, it seems pretty easy to kill gods in this game.
Plan, then? Both the trial and the sentence.
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia had it only been used for that purpose.
Sounds good to me.
Almost all of it has now been
Good old
stored
copper pasta.
in the Oratrice. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
But...
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we?
We'll let that play through in a moment. Arlecchino unleashed Bale Moon Bloodfire, dealing pyro damage to multiple nearby opponents, performing a dash cleave against one of them, dealing AoE pyro damage. Enemies struck by this dash cleave become marked with Blood Debt Directive. After the dash cleave, Arlecchino's Bond of Life will be cleared, and she will recover HP equivalent to 100% of the cleared Bond of Life through a passive effect called Nourishing Cinders. Sounds interesting. So, almost sounds like a better Hu Tao.
The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
All you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
Arlecchino summons the mighty wings of Bale Moon Bloodfire, unleashing a wave of AoE pyro damage upon surrounding enemies. This burst also grants her a Bond of Life equal to 15% of her maximum HP. Yeah, really just sounds like a better Hu Tao.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked.
So does he not want...
Hydro Dragon, don't cry. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principle stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you?
I have a splinter in my finger that I can't get out, and it's really bothering me. It hurts so much.
I have always believed that justice lies in the
I
process
can't see it
of
either.
pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice. In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence. Defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on, that should be the justice enthroned over all others. At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Fontainians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long. Iudex Neuvillette, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too. At last, I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel. You are a devious one, Focalors. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
But they are. Ooh, cutscene.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Neuvillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
I prefer the other outfit more. They need to give us this as an alternate costume. I will get it if they do. It is far better. Far more elegant. Thank you, Furina, for all you've done. From this moment on, please live happily as a human, just as I wished we could.
I, Iudex Neuvillette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Thank you, Bennett. That's what we really needed right then.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
Oh, but it can now.
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry.
You obtained power just now?
Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice.
You mean me?
The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. The beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring Narwhal. Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come.
Oh, I will. Okay, so Sai was right. The story has actually been wonderful. That wasn't the team I wanted to use for this.
Done my best to separate the power. Considering the size of waste, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. We shall dare call it the dragon's power. We shall look for an opening together. I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
Would have really liked to have changed teams. Just gonna put that out there.
Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself.
And so shall we be eaten. I do like this track. We get to hear it for a while. Oh, we're immortal. We can't die. Hey there, meme. How's it going? You missed the death of the Hydra-Archon. But you did not miss Nervalet being the absolute unit that he is. Hello. And who might you be? We've seen her before.
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
Let's see, my favorite character. Honestly, I think Nervalet is probably taking the win for that right now. It's a toss between Nervalet and Risley for me. What about for you? Disciple, your master's pet?
That power. Who are you exactly?
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals.
What sort of person would take the all-devouring narwhal as a pet?
I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation.
Yeah, minor details.
So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master. Wait, is that right?
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
Sertologi, huh? Who?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name the Fowl?
No, I have not.
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfulnir then? Or Gold Rhine-Daughter?
Ooh, that one we've heard. Rhine-Daughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh.
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-Daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you.
Well, that's good.
Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest.
Oh.
As such, the fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Yay. What? No. There's little to be surprised about, Paimon. It is natural after all. The prophecy will surely come true. We knew this and accepted it. However...
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
Since January 23rd of last year.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Furina will remain, weeping on her throne.
Oh.
Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
So Fontaine's just gone for now. But, I mean, that's great and all. They didn't dissolve, but it's a lot of people, not a lot of boats. Now the real question is, will Silver and Malus come back? They dead? Oh. How you doing, Sleepy? What is that? Oh, hey, Ryzen.
Initiate emergency rescue.
Is that his office? Congratulations, you just squished someone. Way to go. Yes, but was the ship his office? Oh wait, that's right. They were building a ship in Maripede. I forgot about that. I mean, you could hold on to it pretty easily. And somehow he's dry.
It's a miracle. We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Was it? Yeah, there'd be so much damage done to everything from that. The city would just be gone.
Are you right?
I mean, those trees look about right. But the amount of tons that water would just put on everything, every building would just be absolutely destroyed. Because you figure it was over the mountains. That's over 100 feet, 150 feet, 200. You're talking many atmospheres of water. Everything is absolutely destroyed. If it wasn't wrong, Fontaine was going to be dead, right? Well, thank you. Oh yeah, it's gonna cost a whole lot. At least $12.
Stated, hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it.
I mean, all things considered, rebuilding everything is far better than, you know, being dead.
Arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
Yeah, they might have been real big shots from the start. We just didn't meet them in that capacity.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down.
Well, that's rare. The media does not do that nowadays.
Inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go
We are 40 or 56, 57, one of the two.
Flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
The articles do make me curious about how things will play out. Siege Wind, you mean?
Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed.
Incubator of news.
Also, with you around, I'm sure I'll get to see that dude.
Maybe I'll get an incubator for eggs.
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on. Let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip.
Let's head to Fish.
There are some things you'll only know when you get there.
Okay. For a better tomorrow, we tears among the stars. Go to Poisson. We're 58 and a half. We are further along than I thought. I don't really keep track of it anymore. All right, let's head to Poisson. poison. The reason I call it fish is poisson in French is fish, by the way. Minor detail. Wonders of the world. Oh, we have quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, only 5. Only 5. We didn't get to 16 or 8 or 9 or 10. Or 11 or 12 or 13. Or 14 or 15. I'm not going to keep counting in French, sorry. I'm saving? Can I do a poll? We are not doing a poll. We are saving for C1 Nouvellette, but we have enough to guarantee a 5-star when that time comes. How are we doing on these? We still need 4 more before we do it. Oh, God. A 10 pull there. So in a couple of days, we'll be doing a lot of pulls. Once Nouvellette's banner comes back out.
Oh, it's you.
Same for C1 Nouvellette with his weapon if we're lucky. Depends on how the pulls go for us.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here.
Nouvellette.
Oh, the Fatui are here too.
So last time I got super lucky. I got him at 27 pulls, and I was not pulling for him. I was pulling for Fischl at 27, got Nouvellette.
And it's helping with our work.
I'm hoping to get him C1 and then his weapon.
Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats.
No, I said thank you. I did not ignore you.
If you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
Your second 5-star, who's your first?
I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh,
How many primos do you have currently?
How are things?
We finished laying down the construction.
Cloud Retainer. I guess on you.
It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
My second 5-star was...
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina.
Who was my second?
So she's here in Poisson to wait.
My first was Kuching.
All right. She really came here to help me.
Oh, I got C2 Nahida. So on her run, not last time, but the time before, I got her C1. I got her at C0, and then at 12 pity, I got her again. Then I put like another 130 pulls in and did not get her at C2. So when she came out, I was like, no, we aren't getting her at C2.
Lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Yeah, I guess she is, or he or she is, but I don't count that since you're kind of giving them. Thank you there for the sub stuff. Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me, or of the traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Chlorand at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up and smile.
Eula. Interesting. I chose not to pull for Eula. She doesn't really have any use in any of my teams, sadly.
Really help the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots.
Sure, Legs. More pictures of Poisson to the clicking of shutters and also some rapid something. Thank you, Meme, for the sub. I appreciate it.
Later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key.
I mean, back when the game first came out, Eula was very strong because she was purely physical. Now she's been a bit power crept. If you take Navia here, she can just like casually do 200,000 like it's nothing. It's insane.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Maripede.
You already knew she was going?
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Neuvillette, and he told you, right?
Yeah, I think I got Kuching at like
Complete information chain.
AR-12. She was my primary character for most of my adventure.
Friendly towards the media. I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridsley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every
I had no
moment
idea
of
how to
them.
pronounce Riley's name until I actually heard it.
I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
All right, let's see. Who was my second 5-star? So we had Kuching. $321. So if we go back, like, yeah, we got Kuching on January 23rd when I started playing again. And I was only like AR10. I pulled 4 and I got it. Or I pulled and I got Kuching. Can't see it. But I started playing the game originally when it first came out, October 7th, 2020. And then I didn't play. Okay, so who did I get after Kuching, though? I'm trying to remember what banners came up after that. February 26th, I got Yelan. It may have been Yelan was my next one. Oh, no. I got a Tainari at some point before. I forgot about Tainari. Everyone forgets about Tainari.
There are leaves around, and I know just
What are we doing?
the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Finale. Fortune Maker. I had no idea what I was doing there. Okay, cool. I was like, what? I was not paying that close attention. I've only lost the 50-50 like 3 or 4 times. Not too bad.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke! Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Terrible.
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
Well, I'm sure Seaswing did.
Finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need.
I think I've only lost 50-50 a couple of times.
Focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement.
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Initially, I wasn't going to pull for Risley. I'm glad I did, because he is wonderful.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need.
Oh, great.
Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier,
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more.
He needed a treat.
Definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought about a miracle.
Good
the
boy.
ark that saved the people. While you recreated a myth back there, like an
Ugh.
emissary of legend.
Sleepy, you didn't have good luck, man.
Ask, where's that flying ship now?
I guess most of my losses for the 50-50 have been coaching, so they're not losses, because I still use
That
coaching.
ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
She really does know how to squeeze the opportunities for all they're worth.
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
You really have to use the word couple.
Yes.
Well, then 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Oh, you are hideous, my good sir. First loss was Dia, not user. Oh, I cannot stand Dia at all. I got her. I don't know if I got her as a loss or from standard banner.
Siegeween.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you,
I'm hoping I don't.
some pretty photos
I've got enough to guarantee a 5-star, but not to guarantee. But I'm not a guarantee. I'm at 50-50 still.
Oh, sure. Do I have to smile?
Yes.
So, how have things been at the fortress?
No, you know.
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
I mean, it was a
That's why I
flying
decided to
ship.
let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurrier? Miss Lurvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun.
He doesn't need his day in the sun. He melts.
Want that, which is pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two.
Well, thanks. You walk with Risley for a while and share news from above ground with him.
Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine.
I mean,
Bad being that they
she
must
can do
face
some pretty
extended
serious
sentences
damage.
For abetting his escape.
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
I need to do a photo shoot out at the beach soon. I want to try to get like a good sunset or sunrise.
Call it a day here.
Well, no, Nervalette is absolutely busted. Dude is a... Jeez, he is so strong. He's the reason I can 36-star the Abyss pretty much every time now.
I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then.
Oh yeah, he is... Especially once you get him C1. I appreciate you being here, meme. You have a good one. Head to Maritime Harbor. And where might that be? Whoop. Oh, way down here? Okay. That's a good boy, is. We need to change a bandage soon. Yeah, we're not taking that route. So my usual team is not the burn team that we have here. It's usually a Hyper Bloom team. Oh shit, no, we can't do that right now. This is my usual team, and I swap out Risley and Nervalette from time to time. But I've been having fun with my burning team lately, so. I need to shave. Ugh. Do that tonight in my shower. How'd you know? Magic.
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and
Man, we made 57 kilowatt hours so far today, and we're still making power.
dogs distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
It might be weird for you, but I used to go with Nervalette. How does that work? I guess you get the, increased crit from DS Kit to make Nervalette's Trevor attack do more?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
Trick a friend?
I feel like that's most of what happens to Fremine.
My friends would fall for that.
Her skill does something.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Poor Fremine.
Is this what you meant by I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Sure.
I think it increases crit rate.
Please.
It's either crit rate or crit damage.
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
I can double check in a moment.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Sounds like that would suit him.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our
That hurt
show.
more than I thought it would. I don't have that callus anymore.
Could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
I feel like a lot of people want pictures of Lynette.
Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been?
I mean, Lenny's pretty new still. I'm doing alright. However, the fact that Neverlet's already getting a rerun is kind of insane.
She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
That's alright. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well, after Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
We just give these things away all the time, huh?
Diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it.
It's fair.
It could have been done
Like,
as
he's gonna bring in some money
policy
for
with Lord China,
Hoyoverse.
or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
Lenny kinda sucks.
True, but this is a gnosis.
He's got a good voice actor, though.
Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Neuvillette knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the Fortress of Meripede a while back.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that. But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
He's fine.
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Well, I guess I can now call him one of my war buddies.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Thank you, Anne. Oh no, it's the knave. Okay.
Father.
Well,
Why don't we just call Dea?
Come to the docks to see how my children are doing.
Dea's banner did absolutely terrible.
Please.
It was one of the worst banners that Hoyoverse has had.
Mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching
Who all was 3.8?
something I've always done.
I said one of. Will you keep to your position?
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our
Euliclee, Kokomi, and Wanderer? I thought Kokomi did fairly well, though.
achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners.
Actually, I just remembered something. Please help us deliver
A
this.
vision.
Now, I know the Euliclee banner did garbage.
Thank you for keeping
But I thought the Coco Wanderer banner did pretty well. I know I definitely pulled for Coco. I don't use her anymore, and that's sad.
Huh? You're... Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Yeah, the Euliclee banner was right on par there with the Dia banner.
If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct.
so forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea
Upcoming rookie
breeze is
talent.
quite pleasant.
Fermine?
I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so.
That's how I got both.
Farewell.
I still would like to get Wanderer just for traveling. But, I mean, he seems like he'd be kind of good too.
I didn't even dare
Welcome back, meme.
Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This will be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too
Get a lucky
nervous.
forehead.
Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go?
Not a fan of
Here,
Clea either.
Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
To move things about?
Yeah.
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off.
Look for Nervalet.
As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway.
Where's Nervalet? He is way up here. Oh, man. We have to actually run pretty far for that. To the Upper Epiclese. Run, boy. I feel like we're almost done with this. I'm curious. Yeah, that's maxed out now. And then speak to the Archon. Sounds about right.
Speed of light.
Speed of light. I should really put Zhan Yun in if I'm going to be running a whole lot. Zhan Yun, Yelan, Sayu. Great team. All the speed. Best 4-star? So that depends. Like, for me, it's going to be Kuki. Kuki is absolutely broken. Where is she? However, besides that, you have Sisho and Fischl as the other two, like, best 4-stars. Eh? Oh, where is he? Bubby's tired, ain't he? We ran around outside a lot today. He's somewhere else. So he's been running around just being happy, chasing a soccer ball all day. So now he's a sleepy puppy. Don't take over my camera there. My lowest level character. Well, the lowest level will be 20s, and they're down here with... Oh, hold up. Didn't realize we just had a wish. Just chilling there. It was Sarah, but I go to 20 so that way I can always claim this. But you have Sarah, Amber, Xinyan, Toma, Candace, Yao Yao, Beidou, Dory, Shangyun, Mika, Fermine, Sayu, Farazan, Lynette, Yunjin, Dia. Yeah, those are all my level 20s. Why Yao Yao? Because I don't use her. Don't use her at all. Literally just have her because she was found. Does she still have the Dull Spear or Beginner Protector? Yeah. I do need to level up Farazan at some point since, you know, she is C6. We'll get there one day. C1. We have a C2 Lisa. C6 Noelle. C6 Layla. Somehow have gotten lucky enough to not get C1 Mona. C5, we're so close. We just need an extra clause. C2 Gaming, C6 Barbara, C6 Diona, much to my dismay. We're so close. We just need C4. I tried to get higher Chevreuse and we failed. Tried to get higher Fischl and we failed. C6 for our good boy here. C6 for Kuki. And all of these are going to be... Well, she doesn't count. C0 minus Nihita, who's at C2, thankfully. I would like to get C6 here for coaching eventually. And C6 Benny Benassi. Nervalet. Hey, Taiga, how's it going?
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time.
I'm glad to hear
I was
so.
considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all.
We've finally completed 4.3. It's only been 5 months. 4 months. It's been a while.
It is strange how words can often
But I was right. The story was wonderful.
Finally comes time to say them out loud.
Nervalet sighed softly before telling you the truth concerning what he saw that day. Fossil received the heavenly principles and used Furina's endless performance to save Fontaine. I only saw Furina's part myself.
Fossilor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you.
We'll always appreciate it to have you here. Also, I like that Twitch censored that.
But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontanians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the
Good recovery.
Dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontanians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Fossilor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
You could say that it was at that moment that the Fontanians were finally truly born. As I said a moment ago, I believe Kuki or Singsho. Though others would argue Fischl.
To turn Oceanids into real people too.
I hate her voice.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask.
The Pyro Archon, aka Benny. Good old Benny Benassi.
I know it.
About the initial verdict that was passed on Child.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring
How kind of him. So he was guilty.
By sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the Oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association or Fossilor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Fossilor had Fontanians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontanians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
No. I don't.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom.
Let's get into the level thingy.
Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans.
Who else are you using besides those two?
Paimon other use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About Fontaine's future.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
Nope.
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her
Legend
spirit
Vinny,
will
Mika,
take time.
Raiden, Sucrose,
But now that
Kazu.
she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens.
The Timu Kazuha.
What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration,
I would say Raiden, Sucrose, Eula, Nervalette would do just fine.
I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power...
In fact, the team I use is usually
say that both were granted to me.
Furina, Nervalette,
Before I attend to my
Kazu,
other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine
Raiden.
as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro
I do
Archon's
post my
departure has brought
abysses
about
on the
another
channel as well
which is that
as
the Opera House
independent
shall no
videos.
longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful.
Mostly. I pay for the Welcome Blessing and the Spiral bit, or and the Battle Pass, but that's it. I don't pay for Primos unless someone donates for me to do so. Belfontaine's Gnosis.
Oh, that's right. They say you've given it to the knave as
Maybe uses Benny, Raiden, Mika, Eula, and Dia, Coco, Sucrose, and Nervalette. I mean, that's a pretty good team overall.
Have indeed done much for us during this crisis.
Though I would think that you'd want... Do you get a lot of vaporized reactions with Dia and Nervalette?
The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
Then you should be fine. So part of Nervalette's power is anytime there's a reaction, he does more damage, so...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About the next stop on my journey.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
Will I?
I have little talent as a
No,
travel
he's
guide,
banning us.
so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
Sounds like a real tough customer.
El Capitan.
Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan.
Honestly, I've really enjoyed Fontaine.
Fontaine's doors will always be open to you.
Otherwise, Mondstadt will take the win because it has the least amount of climbing. It's why I absolutely hate Liwa with a burning passion. I have no more questions.
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still got a question about the Gnosis. When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
Really, that's the reason. Yeah.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the
Hate climbing.
Intelligence Division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding
That's
this
fair.
issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
But you don't have to climb. Almost at all.
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Do we have full cutscene?
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well,
Nope.
all right, Nervalet?
And he just yoed us out of there.
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
The Gnosis.
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well,
I'm
that
sure
much
she'll
is
be
true.
back.
After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
Well, that sounds bad.
By that.
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts. And my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Fair enough.
Time. You believe we will meet again?
Why, of course.
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
Yes, indeed.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender? So that's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
The Descender. She mentioned one of them. I am the fourth Descender? For me, this information means two things. One, that the Gnosis are related to Descenders, and two, that the one who came before me has already died.
I guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible,
Top 5 to top 1. I'd have to know who they all are.
Indeed, come from the third descender. I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Potentially.
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy. Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all.
Don't worry, I won't die so easily. That's a lie. You're very weak.
You say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Go look for his master and get the answers that way.
I too believe it unwise.
Dendro Hydro.
When information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Geo. Am I missing one? Oh yeah, we have a lightning one. I don't know. I never used the electro one.
All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But Dendro is OP.
She sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
Can you understand the will of the gods?
I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain.
I've never actually used it, but it gives me Mega Man vibes, so I like it.
Ultimately,
yeah, Dendro is the best.
The rains that fall upon all of us.
Useful, but I hate it. Chapter 4, Act 5, completed. Masquerade. Hey. BP level increased to 33. Alright, so we just need to spend some Mora. All right, well, we just spent 500,000 more, so we're good there. I never once even used the Electro one. It's Forge, Reputation, Reward. Oh, well, let's, yeah, we'll grab that some other time. All right, so with all of this done and completed, that is where we are going to call it quits for today. We may end up having another stream later, but if we do, it will be a Diablo 2 Resurrected stream. So we play more games than just Genshin here on the channel. We play Genshin, Diablo 2. We're going to start a Neo 2 playthrough here soon. Need to get back to some of my Pokemon playthroughs. We're just kind of all over the place. But, you know, it's all fun.
Here is your reward.
I don't have a streaming schedule quite yet. I've been doing this for years now and I still don't have one because I'm bad at this. But we do stream quite a few times a week. So if you do like being here, by all means, stop in anytime we stream. But as I said, that is all for the moment. Let me take this, get our free wish. Woo! And until next time, I do appreciate everyone being here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful day and or night. Goodbye.